Welcome to the Explainer. Let's kick things off with a question. What do you think is the most dangerous room in your house?
Now, you might be thinking of the garage with all those tools, maybe even the bathroom, but I'm willing to bet it's not the one you're thinking of. In fact, it's a room you're in pretty much every single day.
Yep, it's the kitchen. But don't worry. Today, we're going to turn that potential fear into real confidence by diving into the essentials of kitchen fire safety. And this isn't just random advice. Everything we're covering is pulled straight from the Bureau of Fire Protection's official public education manual, so you know this is the real deal.
All right, our first step to a truly fireproof kitchen, well, it doesn't actually involve fighting flames at all. It starts way before you even turn on the stove. It's all about prevention, and your first line of defense is what's called good housekeeping.
Now, when fire experts talk about good housekeeping, they mean way more than just wiping down the counters. It's about having a system to keep your work areas neat, the floors clear, and, this is the most important part, removing things that can catch fire from your cooking space. It's all about stopping a fire before it has a chance to start.
So, how do you actually put that into practice? Well, there's a simple but really powerful framework called the 5S principles. Think of it as your go-to checklist: sort, standardize, sweep, shine, and safety. It's a fantastic system for keeping your kitchen fire-resistant day in and day out.
Building on that 5S system, here are a few more absolute non-negotiables. You got to keep flammable stuff like paper towels, dishcloths, even food boxes at least a meter away from the stove. Clean up grease buildup regularly, check your appliances, and really, a smoke alarm? It's like having a silent 24/7 lookout on duty. Okay, so we've prepped the space. Now let's talk about what happens when you're actually cooking. Because honestly, knowing the risks is the key to avoiding them. If you get how fires start, it's so much easier to stop them.
And here it is, culprit number 1, unattended cooking. The safety manual says this is a massive cause of kitchen fires. It's those little distractions, right? You walk away to answer the door, you check a quick text, and in that moment, a pan can overheat.
This one might sound really obvious, but it happens. Using a container that's not designed for high heat, I'm talking about plastics or paper, is just asking for trouble. It can ignite in a second. Just always double-check that your cookware is actually meant for the stovetop.
You have to remember, cooking oil is a fuel. When it gets too hot, it will catch fire. And there's a huge warning sign to look for. If you see your oil starting to smoke a lot, that is your danger zone alert. It means it's super close to igniting, and you have to get that temperature down, fast.
And you know, the danger isn't just on the stove. Your appliances are a risk too. Frayed cords, faulty plugs, old equipment, any of it can spark a fire. This is exactly why that safety step in the 5S system, regularly checking your gear, is so critical.
This quote from the manual really nails it. It's the golden rule. Make this double check an unbreakable routine. Turn it into a reflex every single time you cook or leave the kitchen.
Okay, so let's shift gears. What if, despite everything, a small fire does start? The absolute worst thing you can do is panic. Your best friend in this moment is a clear, practiced plan.
So, before you do anything else, commit these 2 things to memory. First, stay calm. A clear head is your absolute best tool. Second, if and only if it's safe to reach, turn off the heat. Cutting off the fuel source is half the battle won right there.
So, the heat is off. Now what? Your main goal is to smother the flames. A fire needs oxygen to breathe. Your job is to take its air away. And the great news is you already have what you need to do it.
Here are 3 simple but super effective tools right in your kitchen. You can slide a metal lid right over the pan to cut off the oxygen. Or you can dump a whole bunch of baking soda on it to smother the flames. A damp cloth, not dripping wet, just damp, can also be gently placed over the fire to do the trick.
Now, here is the single most important thing to remember. Never, ever pour water on a grease fire. It will cause the burning oil to splash and explode, spreading the fire everywhere. It will take a small problem and make it 1,000 times worse. And that brings us to the final and most critical part of our playbook: recognizing when the fire is too big to fight, knowing when it's time to get out.
The safety manual makes this crystal clear.
Your life and the lives of your family are infinitely more valuable than any piece of property. Recognizing when to retreat isn't failure. It is absolutely the smartest and bravest decision you can make.
So if you have any doubt, if the smoke is getting thick or the fire is growing, the plan is simple. 1. Evacuate. Get everyone out of the house immediately. 2. Call the fire department, but do it from a safe place outside. And 3. Stay out. Do not go back in for any reason. Let the professionals handle it.
So, we'll leave you with this question to think about. Is your kitchen fire ready? After today, you have the knowledge and the playbook to protect your home and your family. You can make sure your answer to that question is always a confident yes.